So, Garry Nolan has just said there has been a UFO cover-up and whistleblowers are about to come forward. This is huge. This is a big deal. Get in here. This is Jack Connor with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like, please subscribe, and please hit the bell to be notified of future videos. Share this video when it drops on social media. That'd be super helpful. Also, please consider supporting the channel by becoming a channel member to receive exclusive access and videos. See the first line in the description below. Or you can simply leave a tip in the tip jar with the super thanks feature below right next to the like button. Another fun way to support the channel is to buy one of my books. I write science fiction and fantasy. You can find me on Amazon, Jack Connor. That's one of my books right there, The Atomic Sea. Okay, let's get in here. This is a great story. You know, we've all suspected, I mean, hell, we've all known there's been a cover-up these many years by the government. And, you know, more specifically by the control group, you know, whatever form that really takes, whether it's MJ-12, Area 51, you know, the secret space program, whatever it is, you know, maybe all of those things together, who knows. But Garry Nolan says that whistleblowers are now poised to come forward. This is a major deal. He said this in a recent interview with Ross Coulthart. I believe this is from an upcoming documentary. I could not find the full interview. If anybody knows where this interview can be found, if it has been released yet, please let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I think this is a part of an upcoming documentary, and it's going to be a bombshell documentary, I can tell already. But here are Garry Nolan's quotes.
Involved in a cover-up. Do you think they've been concealing?
Oh, yes.
It's an amazing allegation.
I know it for a fact. I mean, I just know that.
Why do you know that?
Because I've spoken to the people who are about to come out and whistleblow on it.
Wow. So you know what's coming?
Yeah.
So there has been a cover-up?
Yeah. And there's been an active cover-up. I mean, just look at what the Department of Defense announced last week. They announced an office to study the phenomenon. Money put aside. They've said we're going to go back to 1947.
Which is incredible. That's the date of Roswell.
Yeah, 1947. We want a list of every operation that you've done to disinform and misinform.
So there you have it. According to Garry, we are getting whistleblowers coming forward very soon talking about the cover-up that has existed within the government on the UFO issue. So, you know, how deep are they going to go? You know, that is a great question. I would assume they're going to go to the level that they disclosed to Admiral Wilson, which, and that's the same sort of thing that Richard Doty has been saying. So, which is, yeah, we have some craft. We've been tinkering with them. We haven't been able to get them to work. And that's it. End of story. There's no alien abductions. There's no working with the beings. None of that stuff. So it's very surface level, very mainstream, acceptable cover-up. That's what I would assume. I would be completely shocked if they came out with information about how we're working with the beings. You know, the Terry Lovelace story that I love talking about because it was, you know, Terry Lovelace was vetted by Lou Elizondo, where there were 50 plus military guys aboard a giant UFO, which strongly leans in the direction of the secret space fleet. Certainly, it hints at massive involvement by the government, or at least the control group, because there does seem to be other countries involved. You know, according to, you know, the people like Lance Corporal Wygant and his story, where he saw multiple governments involved in some sort of coalition that were, part of the crash retrieval program. I highly doubt any of that stuff is going to come forward, but I do think that it's possible that we could get some surface level stuff, which would be huge because that would be disclosure. That really would. If they came out and said, yeah, we've got alien ships, boom, that's disclosure with a capital D. So, we don't need them to talk about their interactions with the beings. We don't need them to talk about alien abductions yet. That will have to come later. First, we have to acclimate the public to the fact that there are beings here. And yeah, these are ships from those beings. And we've been working with them and reverse engineering this stuff. And maybe getting some stuff to work. This might even corroborate some of the Bob Lazar stuff. S4, we've got various ships that we've been tinkering with. Bob Lazar saw, they were being able to test fly at least one of them. And he was even able to bring people to these sightings, to these, flyings. So they may go that far. On the other hand, there could be an active effort right now behind the scenes to silence these guys, which would be typical of what we've seen regarding the government's involvement in the phenomenon for many years. Of course, I think there is a lot of scrutiny on these individuals, and, it's going to be possibly harder to silence and intimidate some of these people going forward. The whistleblower protection laws are going to protect some of them from some of this stuff. People like Lance Corporal Weigand have talked about how the control group will take people out that are threatening disclosure. Obviously that begs the question, why is, he still walking around? Why are other people still walking around? If indeed that is true, and I don't have a good answer for you. Possibly they went public with this stuff, and that helped protect them. I think that was supposed to be one of Bob Lazar's rationales for coming out, is that, coming out would protect him to a certain extent. That could be the case. In any case, this is very exciting. We have Garry Nolan, who has some behind-the-scenes access that I can only dream of, who is saying that he knows for a fact that whistleblowers are about to come forward. This is so exciting. Part of me just says, I'll believe it when I see it. But I think we are living in the age of disclosure, and some of this stuff is going to start coming forward. The new whistleblower protection laws look like they're actually pretty strong. Ross Coulthart, who interviews Garry Nolan in this segment, has gone on record, a week or two ago. I made a video about him going on record saying that he doesn't think the Whistleblower Act is strong enough and that it's not going to encourage people to come forward. So I am hoping that in this documentary, in this full interview, we'll get some interaction between them. And Ross will be able to voice those concerns and then have Garry diffuse those concerns. I hope that's what happens. In any event, exciting stuff. But yeah, I really doubt we're going to get, the Area 51 guys exposed. The real deal, the Terry Lovelace story of the 50 guys aboard the giant UFO, those guys are not going to be exposed. Those guys are not going to come out of the woodwork. The control group is not going to come out of the woodwork. I do think that it's possible we could get some guys, some people that are tangentially related to the control group, that may know some stuff that could come forward. Now, I think the control group has got a lockdown on this stuff. Surely anybody even vaguely associated with them will be, threatened and cajoled to within an inch of their life, if not exceeding that, to keep their silence. So we'll see how many, if any, of those people do come forward. However, I firmly believe there are different programs going at different levels, and there's probably a mid-level program that is completely divorced from the control group and is just pursuing its own thing. And, and that will be, if anything, the part that gets exposed as this mid-level group that has, has some ships and they've been tinkering with it and maybe gotten some stuff to work. And I think that's the most we will get out of it. But, time will tell. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Please smash the subscribe button and hit the bell so you don't miss a single video. Please join me on social media. There's Facebook and Twitter links below. And please, if you enjoy these videos, please consider supporting the channel by becoming a channel member. See the first line in the description below, and there's 2 tiers of membership to receive exclusive access in videos. Until next time, this is Jack with Cosmic Road.